Please work this time. Please, YouTube. Receiving your content. Your audience will see it in a moment. Get ready. Oh, oh. Yeah. It worked. Finally, it worked. Woo. Alright, now for Twitter. Copy him. Copy. Go to Twitter. Type in this and copy paste that. Come on. Why Twitter? Why is every technology thing being difficult tonight? Okay. And I don't know, where's that? There it is. Oh, wrong one. There's the laugh. Okay. And give me some of them hashtags. Let's see. Oops. Sleepy. Typing. Oh man. YouTube's being mouse. Nope, don't copy paste that. YouTube's being tricky. That'll work, I guess. Tweet. Is this thing on? Yeah. It would appear that it is. Twitter. Why is the health okay instead of good? video out low. What? Hopefully that corrects itself. I was thinking of playing piano. Hello, there she is. Thank you for tuning in. How have you been? Ooh, Discord notifications? I'm in. I've infiltrated the theater. That's not how Joker from Persona 5 sounds. It's just what I thought of. Did you see the Game Awards? I don't know. Are you into video games? Been great. How have you been? Pretty good, I guess. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive. I think it was on your Twitter feed. I saw a video title, I think it was that same piano guy. You probably know the one I'm talking about. The dude who, like, compares antique pianos by price and by whatnot. I didn't see them. Oh, okay. Anyway, one of the bombshell announcements was that Joker... Give me a minute! Oh, okay. I'll give you a minute. I'll give you 20. No, I don't need 20 minutes, please. Please don't be silent for 20 minutes. But yeah. You've probably already noticed a bit of how my mind works with the, what I called tangent explosion. I don't really call it that normally. What do I normally call it? Temple Grandin Brain, or Sherlockian Mind Palace, or... There's another word for it that I always use. I can't remember. Oh, I remember what that made me think of when I said, I'll give you 20 minutes. How's that? It made me think of Searching for Bobby Fischer, 1993 adaptation, film adaptation of a book. It's a true story, based on a true story anyways. I have that a lot too, don't worry. Cool. Yeah, splinter, that's a word I use. Like, my mind splinters and I can't keep up with the trails, I guess, is one way I put it. Similarly, sometimes my mouth cannot keep up with my mind. Or my mind cannot keep up with my mouth. I don't remember which way that goes. Because, like, I don't know if you've ever watched the Vlogbrothers. I used to watch them a long time ago. But they talk really fast and really excitedly. And I tend to do that too a lot. Especially when now I'm doing like the William Shatner, Jim Kirk kind of thing. But anyways. Shall I play piano, perhaps? Or, you wanted to link me that quiz? I could try it, I guess. Oh, I remember. I was telling you about something on your Twitter feed. It was like, play anything 2 octaves higher, and it sounds more like a lullaby. That was the gist of the headline from the video. I didn't watch the video, I just saw the headline. So maybe I'll watch the video later. But I was like, I do that all the time. I raise whatever on 2 octaves, and sometimes even go to like a bell sound or a music box sound on the piano, and it's fun. It's really nice. I do it for my viewers too. They like the sleepy music effect. So yeah, I could do that. Not sure where the link was. Let me find it. 2 octaves higher. Cool. Ah. Moving the mic closer to the piano. Changing chairs. Changing lanes. Oh, I need my water. Okay. Trying to think of what would be a good example. I thought of one in the shower, actually. Don't think I've played it for you before. I only played you like one piece, or no? I played you a few pieces last time. I played you For the Girl, right? And I played To Xanarkand. Yeah, played those. Was there another one I played for y'all? I think those might have been the only two, except for the things she was requesting. Sorry about the mic noise. But yeah, in the shower I thought of Two Good Friends from Chrono Trigger. Yeah, Chrono Trigger. I like that one a lot. You attempted the... Oh yeah, I did. Leaving Earth from Mass Effect 3. Just like... Hopefully it's not too quiet for you. Trying to get stuff out of the way. And then, like I was telling you, the alien ships. Yeah, it's kind of hard to hit it like hard enough to emulate the effect in the game. Not the same one. Huh? Are you saying that's not the same piece I attempted? Because it... Yeah, kinda. I can hear it. I tried to turn it up a little anyways. Yeah, it's a tricky one. It was at the beginning, but you went into a minor chord. Or is that maybe that wasn't the right one? I think it's the only one I can think of. I need to look it up, I guess, maybe as a refresher, and then later it transitions into that. Oh, A minor. I think you're right. Maybe it like Picardy's in and out, like the chord changes every repetition or something, you know. It's tricky, yeah. And that kind of reminded me of Time from Inception, which has become a classic, I guess. We were talking about movie trailers earlier, and I was tempted to bring up Inception, but... Oh, wrong chord. You can tell I'm rusty. Oh, nice. It's a good one. Like, that's how the movie ends too, on that one chord, and like does that little thingy. Indeed. Indeed.com is the world's #1 job site. I used to hear that ad all the time, and I used to think I could do that. Indeed.com is the world's #1 job site. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that would be a good contender for, like, lullaby thing. Lullaby conversion. Pretty! A bit, I suppose. Or another, like, really obvious one would be this one. Yay. And then that, for some reason, makes me think of Shrek. Yeah, kinda. Or the one that I was pointing out earlier, Two Good Friends from Chrono Trigger. Or, yeah. It sounds like I'm saying two, the number. I'm saying, like, what's the word? Dedicated to Two Good Friends. That's what it's basically supposed to be. Yay! That one's kind of tricky. Let's do the lullaby version, which I think one kind of exists in the original too, like a lullaby part. It's like the intro. Anyways, are you bored of this yet? I can't tell. Thank you for these. They're lovely. Aw, I'm glad you're enjoying them. I was worried. What else would be good? How does it go? Sorry. No, listening. Cool. Hello, Dylan. Thank you for tuning in. How have you been? Pretty good. Better now. Yay! That's kind of a nice one. Forgot how to play that one. I'm just gonna go back to piano for now, I think. Maybe just show y'all some of my standards and some of my favorites, or maybe do like a big medley. I was working on, I forget when, maybe it was June, I was working on like as long a medley as I could of various video game music and stuff. Or maybe we could do the guessing game. I play movie tunes and y'all figure out the movies. But so that was a movie tune. And then I go to a different movie tune by the same composer from there. was okay. Nice! I wonder if y'all know the movies. And then, sort of a different one. Same composer. I can't say I do, but it sounds familiar. Do you want me to just tell y'all what they are? Close enough. Smiley. If you don't mind. Okay, sure. So the first one was The Ludlows from Legends of the Fall. Do y'all know that movie? I don't game much, so they're not something I know. Well, these are movies. I know I confused y'all. I said I was gonna go do a medley of video game tunes, but then I went and did a medley of movie tunes. But yeah, Legends of the Fall is a movie, and then the next one, also a movie. In fact, I mentioned this movie earlier. But one of my friends is trying to get me into playing game music, so maybe one day. You should send your friend my way. I can play a lot of video game music for him. That'd be fun. Oh, yeah. That was my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to confuse everyone. Because I did say I've been working on a video game medley, and then I started randomly playing a movie medley instead. So we could do the game medley. I'm sure you'd like it. It's got like the Jan Tiersen minimalism in parts, especially at the beginning, actually. The first piece is very Debussy, almost. Okay, let's do that. I'll tell you what each piece is before I transition into it, I guess, especially since you aren't so familiar with video games. And maybe Dylan's going to be like, wait, what were the other two movies? And I could do the rest of that rant, too, because the composer for those is James Horner, who did Titanic and Avatar, and I do this little spiel about how he uses a lot of the same leitmotifs in a lot of his scores. It's just like, wait, you can't use the theme from Field of Dreams in A Beautiful Mind? Why is that there? Or something. I'm curious. Okay. The next one was, the next movie I played the theme from was Searching for Bobby Fischer, the 1993 movie about chess that I briefly mentioned earlier. That was the chess movie. Avatar 2, eh? Yeah, it's a shame that composer died a few years ago in a helicopter crash. What year was that? 2015. June 2015. Yeah. Apparently it's in production. Yeah, along with the other 3 avatars after that. Stream complete? No! Anyway. What? What? So, I'm curious about the video game medley. Is that what you mean? Or the fact that I mentioned Debussy? Maybe. How does this one go? Let's do that video game medley now. This is Panacea from Hyper Light Drifter by composer Disasterpiece, aka Rich Vreeland. Or maybe I should have said his real name, aka his alias. I don't know. I did at the beginning, but not noticed since. Noticed... Yes. Alright. Panacea from Hyper Light Drifter by Rich Vreeland, aka Disasterpiece. Yes. Always worried I'm going to get the chord wrong. Video game medley. Okay. It's the time delay, right? Kind of close. Ooh, that resolution there, right? And that's as far as I learned into that piece, but luckily I can go to another one. Home, from the game Fez, also by Rich Vreeland, aka Disasterpiece. This is my arrangement, by the way, so I take some liberties. Those liberties should not include incorrect notes, though. I like that one. Also, normally I wouldn't pause the medley and replay a tune, but I want to point out something cool about Fez. It's actually one of my 5 favorite games of all time. That's home, right? That's the beginning area where you're learning the ropes, learning how to play the game. And the inciting incident, you know, the adventure begins, all that kind of stuff. And then you pass the threshold. I don't know how familiar you are with Joseph Campbell, I think it is, the hero with 1,000 faces. But there's like 8 phases to the hero's journey, I think it is. And one of the early ones is passing through the threshold or something like that. There's also a video game called Journey, which is really good. Anyways, what's cool is after you've passed that threshold, that point of no return, basically, anytime you come back to home after you've left, you don't hear that original tune anymore. You only hear a faint whiff of the chords in the wind, basically. It's pretty cool. So here's like, it's digital stuff. It's synthesizers, sort of 80s, I guess, stuff. But I'm going to use strings just to try and demonstrate what it would be like to return home after you've already left in Fez.
when the reflection version, like after you've left and you can't, the point of no return, you come back home, you hear the chords instead of the whole piece. After that last chord fades out, you just hear nothing but sound effects, the birds chirping, etc. It's pretty powerful. But all right, on with the medley, eh? Like really galloping through the piece to get back to the to the cadence at the end, and then we can transition to the next piece. Trying. Yay, close enough. All right. This next one's pretty iconic. Some people might have guessed it as soon as they heard the end of Home. They might be like, "Ooh, that sounds kind of like this next piece." Let's see. How does it go? Yeah, okay, here we go. And then it's like... The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, title screen. Breath of the Wild. I don't think, I mean, unless you count some of the remixes, I guess, the covers, the rearrangements they do. Like, did they do a Kakariko Village cover in Breath of the Wild? I don't think they do. I'm trying to remember the name. Dragon Roost Island, they do that as Rito Village. I know that tune. But, anyways, I didn't want to interrupt the medley, man. You threw off my groove. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I can do... I was trying to think of how Breath of the Wild's main theme goes, because I don't think I've ever learned it. I know Skyward Swords. I know a lot of the main themes, if not all of them. But, how does Breath of the Wild's go? Because I've heard it in... I've heard it in Smash Brothers a lot lately. Dun, ba, ba, ba. All right, let's do it. From memory, by ear. Breath of the Wild main theme. Ba, 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 ba. Dun, ba, dun. Da, 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 da. Yeah, sort of. I don't have Smash yet. Aw, man. Kind of reminds me of Epona's song. I wonder if that's intentional. Because Epona's song it's in my medley, by the way. Epona's song from Ocarina of Time. How does that go? Could probably finish that one. That's the theme. What? The main theme of Breath of the Wild that you heard me working on a minute ago? Yeah. I'm trying to remember. Yeah. Okay. Need like an epic string section. Na na na. I was getting there. Yeah, that is the main theme. You're right. That's it. Yeah, it does that sort of chord. Cool. I think that's what it does, right? Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember the chords that it does. But I got the melody at least. Neat. I'll have to work more on that later, huh? That was just a cursory glance. All right, back to the medley, eh? Just like rush through it again. And then the next theme, same chord progression. That's not right. It's close. Play your version then. Well, that's a version. A version that I like doing See, it's weird. I have a version of Home from Fez that I think is like the way Coldplay would play it, and if they added lyrics too. I haven't added lyrics to it. But like, I take like the feel of Paradise and I apply it to Home from Fez. How does it go? How does it go? I skipped the main melody. Yeah, you know, just that like the accents of it. And the time signature? Is it the time signature? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. No, it's just the feel. It's not the time signature. Huh. So yeah. Likewise, I have a version of Lost Woods that would be if the band Genesis played it, which is like this. How does it go? Ah. That's not it. Dang it. That's the feel, but that's not like the way that they would do the melody. They would do it like... Yeah, that's the way Genesis would play that melody. I think they might just do it that too. I like that, the Genesis version. Oh, cool. I'm glad you like it. You mean that like sort of ARP on the melody? Hang on. It's tricky. It's tricky. I got lucky getting it right the first time. Nope. Skipped it. Hang on. Yeah. Really tricky. Anyways, where were we? Lost Woods. And then I ended in E major, right? In middle school, 10 years ago. Yeah. I would go into the Tetris theme there. Go like... But my version of Tetris has evolved. I've got to go. Have a good Christmas. You too. Merry Christmas, Dylan. Thank you for tuning in. Sweetest dreaming, whether awake or sleep. Nighty night. See you next time, etc. But yeah, my version of Tetris has evolved, and my medley has evolved. I just keep... I do a lot of Zelda in this medley. Just ended up that way. So yeah, Ocarina... Ooh, that reminds me of The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. It's a really good theme. I don't know if you've seen that movie, but I like the theme from that. It's in that same key. Maybe that's what I should do in the medley. Go to that instead of more Zelda. Anyways. Yeah, I like that one. It's like ominous and foreboding without being, you know, explicitly ominous and foreboding. That's what I like about that piece. I tried to emulate it in one of my own compositions, but... Anyways, medley. Another Zelda tune. Love that movie. Me too. One of my favorites. In fact, my favorite director. And that's a good example of using CGI to enhance the narrative, right? Anyways, that's CGI is another reason that movie couldn't be made for 30 years. I'm still geeking out about it. All right. I don't remember the name of that one. It's from Zelda: Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo. They call it. Is that just that game's Lost Woods? I think it might be. How would that be? Going from Lost Woods N64 to Lost Woods Super Nintendo. I guess it works. And then where do I go from there? And then I go to Ordon Village from Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess, GameCube Wii era. Yeah. I skipped a part. Ah! Let me think. And then it does like... yeah. So here's like the first part. It like tricks you. It makes you think it's going to go to a B section, but it just goes to like A2 or A prime. So yeah, let me do it again. Kind of cool, right? Kind of tricky. And that makes the cadence there so much more satisfying. And then the continuation. Hang on, let me think about that. Sorry, I need to stop geeking out about it and just play. Oh, that's not right. Dang it, I was doing pretty well too. Yeah, okay. Not bad. Is it buffering and stuff for you still? Because my internet says it's struggling for some reason. And then I go from Ordon Village to Lon Lon Ranch, aka Epona's Song. That would make a good lullaby. How does this part go? Dang it. Been fine. At least the audio's been fine. That's good. That's good. How's it go? There we go. That's first part. There we go. Sorry I rushed through that. It's probably more enjoyable if I play it with emotion, with feeling. And then I think finally we take a break from Zelda and we go back to Chrono Trigger. I think. No? I can't remember. I need to look at my list. Where's my phone? Maybe it's on there. It could be anything. Because, you know, D minor. I don't know. Let's double check. Discount double check. Medley. Nope. Nope. Piano. There, found it. Okay. So we got Yearning Wind. Yeah. That's the one that I thought it was. Good. Just wanted to double check. I'm playing on a Yamaha DGX 640 circa 2012. And it's alright. I wish I had a physical piano, obviously. Because then I wouldn't stop playing it. I would play a real piano every single day, and I wouldn't get bad at piano. I'd practice more. I wouldn't get rusty. But, yeah, it's pretty cool. How about you? What kinds does you have? Where was I? The cheapest full-size keyboard piano they could sell me at the music store. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, real pianos are great, right? Especially Steinway Baby Grands. Ooh. I wish I could afford one of them. What was with that voice? Casio. Trivia PX350M. I am curious. I am Googling it. Sweetwater. Musician's friend. Let's see what they have to see. Ooh. That looks nice. Digital piano. See, you have a digital piano. I have a digital keyboard. I wish I had a digital piano because although there tend to be fewer sound effect settings and patches and instruments and whatnot, and fancy MIDI features like that, the graded hammer standard on the keys tends to be more realistic, and the piano sounds themselves tend to be more realistic, and yeah, that one looks nice. Want to trade? One day, maybe. I used to have a Roland FP9, which I loved, but unacquired it. Excuse me. Yeah. So, you know what I mean, right? Your keys are more weighty and realistic, which can make emotive performance easier to do. Like, that's what I love about a real piano is your heartstrings resonate with the piano strings, but a keyboard is just plastic.
Nah, no trades, yeah. This one's mine. My precious.
I need to watch those movies before I try and do an impression of them. maybe I will get good at that impression after I watch it. Who knows? Alrighty. So where were we? That was, by the way, I didn't tell you what that one was. Yes, they are. What? Oh, the weighty keys. Mine are like, listen, I'm going to turn the piano sound down and just listen to this. Like, here's what it sounds like when I play, let's play, like, I don't know, I don't know. Right, like,
But he's a boy.
Oh, you're kitten. Cool. I read the bottom line first. So I'll say,
My precious.
what voice is that? That doesn't even sound like Smeagol or whatever his name is.
My precious.
It's alright to improvise voices, I guess.
My precious.
Anyways. Alright, let's turn the volume back up. My keys are a bit loud too on mine. Yeah. But yeah, that one was Yearnings of the Wind from Chrono Trigger on the Super Nintendo, 1994. That's Yearnings of the Wind, aka 600 AD. That one's, there's a piano cover of that by a video game cover band that I played at a family funeral. Yeah, that makes a good funeral song, I guess. Is that you ruffling? Bad timing! I'm just kidding. The delay, I know. But like, maybe I should try to play a funeral version. What's cool about the version I played, the cover version, is like he does a lot of different variations on it. How does it go? How does he do it? He does a lot of fancy stuff. I can't remember how he does it. It's really cool though. How does he do it? I want to learn his version now. The delay, oh god! Like he uses a bunch of really colorful chords too. Ooh, that's it. That's it. Oh, maybe not. Okay, let's move on. After that, where did I go to? Song of Storms. Hey, what a coinkerdinker. Because that's the one that I played muted to demonstrate how my keys are weird. And that's next on the medley. Ocarina of Time again. How do I transition to that? I like that transition between pieces. I was like, I can't talk over this. That's next one is Midna's Desperate Hour, or Midna's Desperation from Zelda Twilight Princess. Lots of Zelda in this medley. So yeah, let's do Song of Storms and then like go back to it. There we go. Yeah, what do I do after that? Oh, Chrono Trigger, Depths of the Night. That's like, seems to be my favorite piece to play on piano. Whether it is or not, I don't know. But it seems to be. Because I always, like, when I turn on a piano, that's the first thing I want to play. Is Depths of the Night from Chrono Trigger. Which is the next in this medley. The reason it's next in this medley is because that that little twinkle from Midna's Desperate Hour, which is also a leitmotif for Midna throughout the game. Because her main theme is like... how does it go? Na 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 na. Yeah. Felt it easier to sing it than to play it. How does I wonder how the chords are on that. That's probably it. No. Like, in the strings in that are really cool. Yeah, okay. How does it even go? I don't know. Never learned it. I don't know if the chords are right, but it sounds cool. I think I had it right, C major. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, enough of that. Anyways, back to the medley. As you can see, that's Midna's leitmotif. It's just inserted into this other piece. Oh, that's like... You're doing great with so many of these pieces, though. Aw, thanks. Like I said, Sherlockian Mind Palace, sort of. I think that's at play here, like being able to memorize so much unconsciously sometimes. Anyways. And then the scene of Midna's Desperate Hour takes place in Hyrule Field, so I think this is a minor version of Hyrule Field's melody. And it's got those little twinkles of Midna's theme. So, Midna's Desperate Hour. You're like rescuing her, carrying her as she... I think she's bleeding out, basically, and you have to get her to a doctor. And you're taking her through Hyrule Field. I think. I haven't played that game in a while. Only got halfway through that one. But yeah, where were we? What's funny is the original piece was in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, I think, on the stage Bridge of Eldin, which is from Twilight Princess. But for Smash Ultimate, the newest one on Switch, the director Sakurai, the director of all of the Smash games, his directive for the music team was like, no more sleepy music. We'll delete some of the sleepier tunes that our fans complained about. I didn't complain. I like all the music. But fans were complaining that it's really hard to fight, you know, to play a fighting game with these sleepy video game classics in the background. So they actually did, for Smash Ultimate, they did like a really grand, fast, epic version of that theme in his Desperate Hour instead of the original sleepy one. They did really bombastic orchestral one that's really cool. That inserts some other themes even to make it more of a medley. But okay, Desperate Hour. So yeah, that's Midna's theme. And the point is, the reason that this is like a perfect transition into Depths of the Night is because that is that same little 3-note motif or melody is like the crux of Depths of the Night as well. So let's go back to Midna's Desperate Hour. So it just feels natural to transition. what mood I'm in. I turn on the piano and that's the song I want to play. I cannot sing right now. Ugh. Don't know what's wrong with my throat.
It's wonderful.
I'm glad you like it too. Did you like that transition? That's part of the medley. To go from... how does it go? I think it kind of works. And then from the end of that... Yeah, that's a good point. I should get some more water, eh? Maybe that would help. Maybe. And then where do I go after that? End in B minor. And then I got stuck because I was like, what the hell's in B minor? What do I have written here? Oh, Maria, and then, oh, I took it to B major from B minor, which is kind of interesting, I guess. I don't want to feel... So that's B minor, right? And then I went back to Chrono Trigger like this. So it's like, ends on a real downer. I don't want to feel. And then picks right back up, and it's like, I guess I'm still alive anyways. I don't want to feel. I guess it... Does it work? don't know any of the chords. I really need to work on my music theory. So do I. Took an intermediate music theory course in high school. How many years ago was that? 6 years? Yep. 6 years ago. 6.5 years ago. Oh, yeah. But since then, it's just been here and there, I guess. You know, whatever you learn in passing as you learn. You watch YouTube videos and you learn new songs and you're like, hey, this progression's cool, or hey, that chord's fancy, or... But I don't know, like, It's funny, actually. How do I put this? There's some people who love Hans Zimmer and some people who hate him, resent him. And there's a great article written by a guy named Michael Levine. I think he's the same instrumentalist who plays cello for Hans in The Dark Knight. Like, I think Michael... what was the last name? I already forgot. Michael, whatever his last name was. I already forgot his last name. See? Brain fart. I think he's the one doing the knife blade on the cello and doing the no, maybe Michael Levine. Yeah, there it is. Michael Levine was the one holding the steady D, and then the second instrumentalist was the one doing the super slow gliss to clash with that sustained D. You seen The Dark Knight? Anyways, one of the points in that article, 6 reasons Hans Zimmer got the job you wanted and you didn't, I think, or some number of reasons. One of the reasons it talks about how when Michael was helping Hans with the Simpsons movie, Michael used a technical term like it's a Lydian flat 7 scale, and Hans was like, just call it the cartoon scale. Like, you don't really need to know theory, I guess. Like the correct, technically correct terms. You can invent your own terms, you know. That's kind of what I do when it comes to certain theory concepts. But yeah, I was going to ask, like, I don't know if I have seen The Dark Knight. That's okay. I haven't seen the Simpsons movie, so I don't know where the Lydian flat 7 scale appears in the Simpsons movie. I've seen The Dark Knight. Oh, okay. It's the one with the Joker. You want to know how I got these scars? And anyways, Hans, at the director's behest, director Christopher Nolan, did lots and lots of sound experiments trying to find the musical sound of the Joker. And Chris Nolan, after Hans generated thousands of hours of sounds, Chris Nolan like tortured himself on the plane trips, you know, to and from Hong Kong and wherever they were shooting the movie, listening to all of Hans's, you know, weird noises and sound effects. And they like kept narrowing it down, and they settled on like blades on cellos and violins, like using knives on blades, knives on cellos and violins. I think that's a sound that they used. I look up things I don't know, but it squashed my ability to play keyboard for the local church. Like not knowing enough theory squashed your ability? Yeah, I was going to ask, when you say you don't know any of the chords, do you mean like... I wouldn't be able to identify a chord by ear, probably. I used to kind of be able to do that. But like I couldn't tell you, oh yeah, that's a B minor. I heard that. That's a B minor in the second inversion, or the third inversion, or whatever. You know, I wouldn't be able to do that, really. Need to practice that. That was a skill that we practiced in my music theory course 6 years ago. Being able to identify inversions and chords and modes. Do you know about modes? That's another thing I was going to ask, if you know about modes. I don't particularly like music anymore. Lame. Yeah, that's how I remember the modes. The chords. So I couldn't just improv music pieces. Oh, I see what you mean. Like, I kind of improv sometimes based on like my intermediate theory knowledge. I'll play, and based on my, you know, repertoire of video game and film cliches, let's say. Sight read. Yeah, I don't sight read either. I'd have to practice. Yeah, exactly. But like, since there's so many tropes and cliches in filmic music and background music, like, I know the kind of church music, or I know a certain kind of church music. Like, and join us now in a prayer. Now probably only about 2 hours a day to play the pieces. So where is the strings background? Like, something heavenly and angelic in the background while they're wrapping up the service. Am I right? And that's probably a little too complex. It needs to be more like... Oh, it's perfect. It's like, we want to thank you for joining us for our service today. And we know some of you are going through hard times in your lives right now. So, we'd like you to ask us to let us come around and pray for you. Know what I mean? You ever been to that kind of church? Like a mega church, I guess. Sorta. It's just like a looping 4-chord progression. Kind of like Time from Inception. Although that is 8 chords, I guess. Or 8 bars, at least. That reminds me of like Truman's Lullaby from the Truman Show. You know what I'm talking about? Or you're just laughing at like the accent I was doing. We just want to welcome you visitors. We just want to love on you. And I'm like, okay. Not sure I'm ready to be loved on by you folks just yet. Am I right? Or am I wrong? Am I on the nose? Yeah, I've been to Pentecostal churches before, usually Catholic though. Cool. And that's like where you leave it. Woo! Yay, chords. So maybe that's kind of what you meant? Improving like that? Sight read. I cannot sight read on any level. Yeah, speaking of the Dark Knight and Hans Zimmer, another demonstration I like to do is like how Zimmer just boils down the melodies of the originals into his reboots. Grin! What's the grin?
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are.
Sort of? Yeah. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna be like Elfman's Batman. Everybody knows that one, right? How does it go? And then like that's like the slow intro, and then like right? No? Yeah? So, and then Zimmer, he takes like the 2 chords from that, and he turns it into the Dark Knight's sort of 2-note main theme, main motif. Yeah. There's a few things about it. The lady that played before and after me, she was laying the heat because she couldn't read music at all. She only read the chords and thought I should be able to do that without trouble. Ah, so like when it says AM, or AM, capital M, lower M, or CM7. I don't know, things like that, yeah. Sometimes those are tricky. Sometimes it has like 2 M's. Yeah, I learned that in the class 6 years ago, but I don't really remember the terms and the actual intervals or anything. But modes. Ionian scale. And then, what's the next one? Dorian scale. And then Phrygian. And then, I don't particularly like Locrian, right? No, Lydian. Lydian, duh. So Lydian. And then Aeolian. And then Locrian. That one's kind of interesting sounding. A tutor or help you learn it if she knows it, you know? Like, come on, man. Oh, it's already almost 1 a.m. Bro. Oh yeah, and then I did. Yeah, that's a fun one. What else? Ooh. Hey, you're back on Discord. And you went back offline on Discord. I just happened to have the window open. Oh, what do I play now? That was like as far as the medley goes, basically. Goes from like I don't want to feel to home or hometown from Chrono Trigger is what I call it. And then yeah, Lone Star from Sorcery. Think I need to head out. All right. So do I, actually. Good timing. Sorry to keep you up so late. Thank you for hanging out, though. Thank you for tuning in. Gotta go feed my neighbor's dogs. Oh, okay. Cool. It's very nice of you. But yes, thank you as always for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. I normally do like a long drawn out sign off, but for this channel I've condensed it to sweetest dreaming whether awake or sleep. Nighty night. But it's normally a lot longer than that. Thank you for hosting. Oh, it was my pleasure. All mine. I don't know what was with that voice. It was all my pleasure. What is that? It reminds me of Brick Tamland, kind of. My pleasure. Anyway. For realsies this time, yo dog. Sweetest dreaming, whether awake or asleep. Nighty night.
That's just me drumming on my leg. You can ignore that.
Perfect. I'm off for now. Nighty-night.